up, guys? It's REDinFamy with GamerFitnation.com. We're here at PAX East 2015, and we're here with the Halo Championship Series, which is exciting. I'm glad to see eSports at PAX. So I'm here with Mike Chaves, all right? He's about to be a legend. You right? About to be a legend.
Might already be a legend.
Ooh.
We don't know yet.
Oh, we don't know yet. So tell us how the experience been with the Halo Championship Series with your team and what you're here for with Red Bull.
So the Halo Championship Series has been a full season since the beginning of February. So we've been playing in online cups all the way up to now, going to actual events at other organizations, and building kind of a point value to make sure we could get invited to this tournament, which was the Season 1 Finals, where we're playing for $100,000. Our team, unfortunately, took 7th, 8th, so we took $2,000 home. It wasn't the finish we were looking for, but you learn from your mistakes and you prepare for the next season.
Always next time. What you learned from before, you know what not to do again. So that's cool. So tell us more how we heard that you're a health nut, and it's Gamer Fit Nation. We're all about getting gamers healthy. And you're a gamer, of course, a pro gamer. So tell us how you stay fit and how you get other gamers fit if you're interested in it.
So for sure. So the number one thing that kind of drove me into the whole health nut type of style is that 3 years ago I ended up finding out that I had erosive gastrosis and my stomach lining was damaged. And I was already working out, but I wasn't on the nutrition side of it, right? Like I didn't know really what to eat, what would make me feel great, what would make me play at my optimal level, what would just make me feel great every day. And so after kind of going through that and possibly hearing I could end up with a stomach tumor down the line, I went, all right, it's time to get my life on path, right? This body is what's taking me throughout everything in life, so I got to make sure that it's 100% good to go. So as soon as that happened, I started eating healthy. On YouTube at .com/OpticFS, I do a bunch of these things called Munchie Mondays, and it's just a bunch of smoothies, all grilled food that I eat, and anything that I eat that I feel is good for everyone else and easy to make, right? Because you don't want to end them or stay in the kitchen for so long. You want to get in there, get out, eat your food, and then hopefully someone else cleans the dirty dishes for you, and it's not you. But my big thing is basically I've done Tabitha training kind of with 4-minute workouts that I also put on the channel. But this following week, I'm going to Connecticut because my teammate's also huge into fitness. So we're going to do a whole series in the gym because he works at a gym. And that way I can finally get to you all out the stuff that you keep asking me on what I want to know what you do in the gym because I want to look like you.
Exactly. So I remember I interviewed your team before. And basically y'all was either at a military base and y'all was training with soldiers and everything like that. So how was that experience from before until now? Like you got to learn how to strategize with was it the Marines?
It was the Army. It was great. It was Army. We got to do simulations of their training with 3D goggles of how to take and storm a building if there's enemies in there. And it was cool because that's kind of what we do in the game, obviously. But in this situation, you got to think about it. There's no respawn, right? Like if you go down, you're down. So you have to train to make sure no bullets come your way. You don't go down, and you stick to what your captain is saying and follow all his instructions. So it was a blast. And then to do the fitness thing was even cooler because it's kind of almost like a CrossFit type of style they do, right? Like you do dips across a bar, you run across, you sit-ups, you jump over the sit-up bar, you get to the rope, you climb all the way up, and then you finish with, it was like 15 pull-ups and then 30 chin-ups. So it was a crazy arm blaster type of workout, but it was fun to, thankfully, I was the best one at it, so I was happy about that too.
Number one at that one.
Stay at the status quo.
Stay at the status quo. So the reason why I mention that, everybody, is because Red Bull has this really cool program that I love that they do with the pro gaming athletes and try to get y'all fit. So tell us about the Red Bull High Performance program that you guys have.
So the High Performance training program is one of the coolest things, if not the coolest type of fitness thing I got to do. We had a professional nutritionist come to our house. She'd tell us what we should eat for breakfast, how we should eat throughout the day, how you should mix perfect amount of protein with carbs and a little bit of fat, so you got the perfect fuel to fuel you for the rest of the day. Then we got personal trainers giving us little routines that involved sometimes little to no equipment. So it was cool to see the things we could do in circuit training that wouldn't really involve me going to a gym, and it's stuff I could do at home. And then the other thing that was cool was that we then had physical therapists almost, checking our bodies, making sure that we're at the optimal level, making sure that we feel comfortable, seeing if we need any, alignment or rearrangement. Like maybe you should try to stand up more straight, keep your posture up. And then all that stuff was cool because thankfully I've always been fit, and I got to actually go skydiving with Red Bull and learn it on my own.
You jumped out of a plane.
Yeah.
As a gamer, you jumped out of a You jumped out of 20 planes?
I jumped out of 20 planes, and it was cool because, it's fun. If you've never done it, you have to do it.
No.
You do your tandem one first, and then you finally go into it, and you just enjoy jumping on your own.
I'll jump out of one in a video game. I'm not jumping one out in real life. That's not happening.
You're going to make me get 100 jumps, and then I'm going to have you with a tandem, and we're going. You're going to be asleep, we're going to attach you, and we're getting out of a plane.
Okay, all right.
It's going to happen.
Maybe with Red Bull. Red Bull will have to set that up. I don't know.
But I thought the coolest thing about that was that it was called AFP, Advanced Freefall Program, and the cool thing was that my fitness showed in it, right? Because in each level, it was about maintaining and completing a task, and as long as you complete that task, you're able to move it. And a lot of it has to do kind of with like hyperextensions with your back, because you're always flat out rolled back. So me having the mobility from all the fitness stuff that I do made it so much easier when I was falling from 13,000 feet in the air to do anything they asked me to do. And then the most important thing, which in my opinion for fitness as well, is learning how to breathe and how to control your heart rate. That's what you kind of have to do up there, and it showed when I was able to pass each task.
So learning all that stuff from the program, how do you apply that to when you have to do a big competition? Because a lot of people, especially other athletes, think that, as a pro gamer, you're not considered as an athlete. What do you have to say to critics like that?
To critics like that, I think an athlete involves more than just physical, sports, physical contact. It's a lot of mental. Even the physical athletes have to use a lot of mentality, right? Like, if you're a cornerback and you're covering a receiver, it's not just about if you could keep up with him. It's about trying to predict what type of moves he's going to make. So it all still comes down to mental. So for us, what I usually like to do is I started intermittent fasting, because at tournaments like this, you have kind of junk food everywhere, right? So I like to kind of train my body so I could adjust to 4-6 hour windows of where I'm going to eat, and then I know for the rest of the day it's just liquids I'm putting in my body, so I know I don't have to worry about eating food when I'm up there competing.
Awesome. So back to gaming, because you gave us a lot of health tips just now. Right, we need to implement you. You gave a lot of gaming health tips. So back to gaming, how do you feel about the new Halo 5 that's coming out?
I'm excited for it. They've actually 343 has brought me out to their studio to do a lot of kind of criticizing for themselves. A lot of feedback programs I've been doing with them, which is cool because the initial thing we saw, we gave a lot of feedback to it, and then when the beta came out, we saw how much of a change they made to it from our feedback, which was great, because that finally tells us that they're going to listen to the community, because that's the best way to make a game, right? The community that you already have, what they want, figure out how to make it for everyone and how to make everyone happy.
Do you think it feels like Call of Duty?
No. To me, it doesn't. I play a lot of range of video games, so I kind of always see the same things from other games that kind of break up into a new game. But Halo 5 still has the Halo fundamentals. Like, if you're good at Halo 1, 2, or 3, then you should be good at Halo 5, because if you just remember those little fundamentals that made you good at all those other ones, it'll follow right into Halo 5.
Cool. So to wrap up, where will we see the next competition?
The next competition, I believe, is in Atlanta sometime in April. I actually believe they're going to be announcing everything on Sunday here at PAX at the tournament, so got to wait to find out myself.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. Congratulations, regardless of whatever place you came in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being an inspiration to some gamers as well in the pro gaming circuit. And this is REDinFamy with GamerFitnation.com, here with one of Red Bull's players, Mike Chaves. We'll see you more soon with our PAX East coverage.
Peace.